questions. Okay, so let's try to do maybe not one more. If person errs in a summer season, so now opposite, right? And they recited Mashiv HaRuach Morit HaGeshem in the summer. If he remembered before he recited blessing Michayeh HaMesim, resurrection of the dead, then he should go back and start in the beginning of the blessing with Ata Gibor, meaning this second paragraph, right? So why is that coming? However, if he only began with a repetition from Rav L'choi Shea, he has fulfilled the obligation and need not to go back. Okay, so now we're talking about situation opposite. So it is a summer, and he should not say this Mashiv HaRuach Morit HaGeshem. So summer meaning after Pesach, right? So he stopped, and he did not. Right, so he did not stop. I mean, he said it by mistake. So one more time, he remembered before reciting the Mashiv Michayeh HaMesim until he finished, right? Then he should go back and start from the beginning of the blessing at Gibor. So we see all of these citations are different. So he does not have to go to the beginning of the Shmoneh Esrei, but only to the beginning of the blessing, and say the second blessing without this rain insertion. There is that he is obligated to begin the blessing again is not because the halacha is to repeat the blessing per se, right? But rather so that he can correct the erroneous recitation and make it apparent that this time he is not reciting blessing Mashiv HaRuach Morit HaGeshem. So it's not like he missed something; he added something that should not be said. Commentary. There are certain cases, for example. If one is interrupted his prayer, in certain cases, if one interrupted his prayer, where the halacha requires that one repeat blessing Shmoneh Esrei from the beginning of the blessing, right? However, if the blessing must be repeated is one of the first three blessings, it is not sufficient to repeat only that blessing. Rather, one must repeat full three blessings. Thus, in effect, begin Shmoneh Esrei again. Kitzur therefore explained that here he must begin the second blessing from the beginning. It is not because he must repeat the blessing again, as he would if he completed the blessing erroneously. For in that case, he would have to start from the beginning of Shmoneh Esrei. Rather, since he did not complete the blessing, he can simply go back to correct his mistake. This is done by beginning from Ato Gibor, meaning Ato Gibor, it's a second blessing beginning, and recite the text of the blessing without mistaking mention of Morit HaRuach. Okay, so let's understand what it says. So they say if he missed something, he did not add. Okay, so he has to go to the beginning of Shmoneh Esrei. That's if it's too late. Okay, so he has to go to the beginning. But here it's not like he did not say something. He said something that he shouldn't have said. So in this case, they say he just go to the beginning of the second blessing. Okay, got it. Continue. Basically, I would say just read from Siddur. Don't go by memories. That's it. Just read them. Many times people, like especially for first week, 10 days, 3 days, whatever days, so they try to say it out loud so that they can hear themselves saying this Mashiv HaRuach Morit HaGeshem. However, if he did not realize his error until after the completion of the blessing, Michayeh HaMesim. Okay, so that's it. So he finished. He finished the third blessing. That's the second blessing. then he must go back to the beginning of Shmona Esrei. Okay, so I mean, as we could realize, so if he completed the second blessing completely, right? He completed the second blessing. He's not allowed to go to the beginning. So you're allowed to go to the beginning if you did not finish. Since the first three blessings are considered one of the considered as one with regard to this repetition. Okay. If in a sum he mistakenly began the phrase, but only said the words Mashiv HaRuach, okay, but did not say concluding words Morit HaGeshem, he has not harmed, there is invalidated the prayer at all. Okay, so commentary. The mention of the winds in the blessing is never obligatory, but rather a custom. So as we said, the opinion, so today we don't say, I mean, most people don't say the winds even with a dew, right? Therefore, if one mistakenly did not mention it in the winter, or one did mention in the summer, it does not affect the validity of the prayer. See Mishnah Berurah. That's very interesting. So if he by mistake say the winds sends winds, right? But did not say bring rain, so there is no problem, right? Or if he said it to send winds in the summer, there is also no problem. It was not second, it was number 25. Continue. Actually, you know what? Let me say the first sentence, the whole sentence again. So it says, if in a sum he mistakenly began the phrase, but only said the word in Mashiv HaRuach, but did not say the concluding words of the phrase Morit HaGeshem, he has not harmed, there is invalidated his prayer at all. And he should merely continue his prayer with the words Mechalkel Chaim. Even if he did not yet conclude the blessing, he need not go back, but should just continue recitation from where he is holding. That's it. So basically, don't do anything. If he erred in recitation of Shmona Esrei, of Marin Marif, or Shacharis of Shmini Atzeres, so I mean when this last day is first day, he then recite Mashiv HaRuach Morit HaGeshem, and he recited Mashiv HaRuach Morit HaGeshem, but he should not have, right? He need not to go back to the beginning of Shmona Esrei. So let's see why. Okay. All right. So they say like first day, last day. So we give him discount because the Rabbi maybe did not announce yet. Okay, so we can stop here. Sure. So it's not you see on one hand the people say Kitzur. It's easy. It's in English, but sometimes you have to read it 2 and 3 times to understand what he's saying. Even if you learn halacha, it's not. So some people say, no, I'm going to read on my own. Okay, I said, good luck. Yeah, you read on your own. Many times people derive like totally opposite conclusion from what they learn. Okay.